I'm banned back inside the cell like, damn it, man, what we had was broken. I know I ain't wanna damage it, so I apologize for telling lies, telling you I love you when I...
Mild steel, flux core. What size is this? 0.3. Okay, 0.3 voltage. And what gauge is that?
What gauge is what?
The metal I brought. I don't remember. He asked me.
You said it was like 14.
Okay, so 135 wire speed, 16 voltage.
Okay, so one thing I was going to ask you about is what is this? What is the spool gun versus the MIG and flux? What does that do?
It's what attachment you have on here. Right now you have this.
Okay. Well, what is spool gun? Is that just like...
It's a different attachment for this. It's just how the how it's set up.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
do you want me to pull this off so we make sure I have the correct wheel on there?
yeah, I'm looking for this though, because normally there's a chart that tells you like how stiff they want this.
Yeah, so right here.
Oh, it's right here.
So flux core is between 2 and 3.
Okay.
But it was having trouble. I had it set in the middle of 2 and 3, but it was having trouble, so I backed it off to just at 2. And it was still didn't really change much.
And that's fine. You don't want to press down on the flux wire too much, because if you press it down, it's circular, and when you press it, it gets more of like an oval, and it kind of compacts it. So when you actually kind of lay the wire down for your bead, because it's more compact, the flux is supposed to kind of like, because it's a lot lighter, it's supposed to kind of shift between the metal and go above it. But if it's compact along with the metal, it just has a hard time shifting through the metal, so it gets kind of like stuck in between.
Gotcha.
In the meantime...
Here, wait. Oh.
I'm gonna redo all this because we're wasting a lot just fucking around with it.
Well, sorry.
You should be. And that might be why...
But if you spool it, but weren't you telling me that if you like spool
you can only do it a little bit, but I see that because we kept messing with it, it is very loose around here. So that might be part of the issue.
Okay, it didn't look like there was too much tension between the spool and the feed.
Sometimes it's just the way it's knotted.
Can I do it? No? Can I hit the trigger?
I mean, yeah.
Can I do it?
Can if you
want.
Can
I do it? Can I do it?
Can if you want.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Okay.
I don't want to constantly keep re-spooling this and whatnot.
Yeah, you do. That's what I hired you to do.
Shut up. Hey, I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this like volunteer work for your ass.
Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Hey, that's good.
I can
that's
see
good.
it.
That's good.
I'm trying to edge
That's
you.
good. That's good. It's almost in.
Oh yeah, you see that? Look, Ellen, just kind of...
What about it?
That's because we're not keeping the tension up.
What about it?
It's unspooling itself, so it's going to get tangled.
What about it?
So it's going to get knotted, and it won't be... You're such a dingus.
Sorry. No, it was like that before I before you touched it.
Oh, so good to know.
Yeah.
Stop touching the...
Oh my god, sorry.
Hey. Make sure I have a fan.
Do you have a...
But, I mean, it works, yeah.
Do you need a side cutter to cut the wire tip?
No, I have one here. My rubbers.
Okay.
My fingers will work.
So how did it do?
It worked. Yeah, no, this is intolerance. This is good.
The what?
It's intolerance.
It's intolerance?
Yeah, because
okay.
There's a little gap here from where, on the center here. So as long as I put right there and clamp it, that should be the stick out I'm required to have for a MIG, whether it's flux column or what have you.
It looks like a pretty solid weld.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, you want to do some more with it and see how she works?
Yeah, I want to make sure I have the correct voltage and amperage. Okay. So right now it is covered with slag and whatnot, and it's not the cleanest. So yeah, I do want to mess around with the settings, but also this I still have to like clean. But right now I think I need a higher wire feed speed.
Okay. It doesn't look like too much slag though compared to my other welder.
Yeah, this doesn't. I don't know. Bump that up to 150 and.
Do you want to change out the cone on the gun just so we don't get like slag up in the?
No, if we do, that's what these are for. The tolerance between that is I can easily just kind of clean it out there.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can take this off. I can just kind of use one of these or both to sweep it.
Okay.
You see, this is peak engineering here. They knew what they were doing with these bad boys.
I just don't want to screw
I'm
up
not
the.
sponsored by whoever made these, by the way.
I just don't want to screw up the gun in case I ever use it as MIG welding, but I didn't know if that's.
No, if it's MIG welding, it's still going to get, like, dirty.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably going to get more dirty with MIG than flux core, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
What do I know? I just work here.
Well, you're fired.
Damn. A little bit better. I do want to get a fan for it, though.
I got you on that.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
It is holding
Not gonna lie.
up pretty well for like the first few seconds, but after that I feel like whether it's my travel speed or what have you, it just kind of burns out. I feel like a lot of the heat really hits there because you can not only tell it's kind of caving in there, but on the bottom it's not too bad until that part hits, then it kind of scrunches up.
I feel like you laid down that bead really quick. Like it didn't take you long to do that.
I'm trying to be cautious because this is very thin material.
Yeah, I can tell. You can tell just by the edge of it. It's like barely starting to warp.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very thin material. But I get you.
Yeah, let's get a fan because no matter what the welding process is, you don't want the fumes running in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're not using gas, we're not going to be too concerned with like the wind and everything blowing our gas cover away.
Right, okay.
Yeah. That one a little bit better. I feel like I'm very flat on these. I'm still trying to mess around with the settings and get it a little more, what's it called, like fluffier.
Do you mind if I try it?
Sure. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's coming off a bit.
Gotcha. What happened?
Blowback.
What's that?
And I was welding and it burnt too much of it back into my torch and disconnected that arc.
Oh.
So let me try one more time. This stuff is just slow for some reason. And now it's just stopped.
I wonder if it's hitting. Wonder if it's hitting the tip here. If it hasn't, like, if it's hitting up against it or something.
No, this isn't spinning anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if it's like hitting
that should still be spinning even if it hits this, because before it got plugged up right there.
Right.
And I can take this off, but
Yeah. So he's working on getting the welder figured out. So this is day 3 of the project. I haven't gotten any materials yet, but I'm gonna start by trying to take the front end off the car. So I can't see where, like, I'm having a hard time seeing how to get this, like, actual crash bar off. So I'm gonna work on, like, taking the grill and the headlights and taking everything else out. And I gotta drain the cooling system. So I'm gonna start by taking all the other accoutrements off, and then I'll work on the crash bar. So that's what we're gonna start with. Okay. it along, the wheel spins and it pulls the wire.
Yeah.
But it's slipping on the wire.
I know, but
You have the wrong wheel on.
No, I don't. I'm on 0.43. Yeah. And I even tried taking this, which should be 2 to 3. I tried it on 1, I tried it on 5. And it's still for the compression. So that's the part that kind of pinches it and yanks it through.
Yeah.
And that's not working. Oh, now it's working. What can you do?
Well, hang on. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Because I don't want to.
See, now it's slipping again. You have to have the wrong wheel because it's not supposed to slip like that. It's supposed to grab it and pull through.
Let me show you.
Yes, but is it good now?
Yeah.
Sick. My man.
Shader, did your butt get too close to the welder? He said it smells like burnt pancakes over there.
This upper part of the core support doesn't have a lot of strength to it. It's kind of flimsy. So I might take some like angle iron and just like weld it to the bottom of this. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But right now I'm just trying to get the crash bar off. That's all. Can I help you?
No, but I can help you.
That's not a good angle.
See if you can zoom in right. Yeah. That bolt is crusty. Oh my gosh, it just snapped off the... You filming?
Mm-hmm.
It just snapped off the bolt. So I have a rough game plan of where I want to cut it and like how I'm going to modify it. So it's going to get cut like right here. This little ribbon part is going to get cut right here, and then it's going to get cut like right here, and it's going to get cut right around here, the box part, and we're going to plate the end of it, and we're going to run tubing. We're going to run tubing down basically where this lower section is, and then I'm going to build new mounts for the radiator, and I'm going to try my best to figure out a way to get rid of this top section. I'm going to maybe go with hood pins, and then figure out how to keep the mounts for the headlights, because I don't want to have to sit and mess with the geometry on that. So either keep this part or like redo tabs so I can mount the headlights, but I want to make life simple for myself, so I'm not like trying to fuss with the geometry of the headlights. But that's kind of the idea is, and then if I redid this upper section, I would come back with tubing and probably plate the front of the shock tower, and then have tubing come back to here. And then obviously this crash bar and everything, you know, up front here will go, and we'll build a new like detachable section for the front for the like basically the bash bar, and I would design it so the bumper cover can still fit over it. So day 4, I got the metal that I need. I'll show you that in a second, but I have a game plan of where I'm gonna cut. I've already talked to you guys in depth about what I'm gonna cut. I do want to cut the whole front section off, but I'm gonna wait until I have a better plan of how to retain the mounting holes for the grill. But I have, as you can see, I got an actual mark out of where I'm gonna be cutting the box here, and I found a symmetrical point on each frame of where to cut, so that way each frame rail gets cut like exactly the same distance on the car. There's 2 like brackets, like this bracket down here, and there's another bracket down there that are symmetrical, and I checked them off the front of the shock towers because I know the shock towers are symmetrical. So I'm gonna cut that, and real quick I'm gonna show you guys what tubing we got for the front end. I just picked this up today. So I have 2 different types of tubing that we're gonna use. I have these 2, which are 1 5/8, and they're 0.083 or whatever the closest gauge is to that. And then I have this smaller one is 3/4 inch, and that's like, I think it was 14 gauge. It's 0.060 basically, and this is just mild steel. And then I have this plate of 3mm thick, and that's like 2 feet by 2 feet.
Through these bars when I'm dealing with you, know about it, girl, you street smart. I messed up again, my bad, I was battling retail therapy. I gave like management, bought Louis V. Proud of Adam Eve, didn't want you knowing me, cause I struggle with abandonment. Hard to ride for me, ain't nobody else can handle it. I was in the wrong, wick burning like candle lit, down bad, back inside the cell like damn it, man. What we had was broken, I know I ain't wanna damage it, so I apologize for telling lies, telling you I loved you when I never knew why. Women by my side, but I always felt alone, cause at home I had you contemplating suicide. And worst of all, I'm not even gonna cry. Let the record show that I'm just another guy, probably on the other side, not in touch with my emotions. But that's why I knew you special, because you in touch with mine. I ain't saying take me back, cause I'm no father. Said I got you pregnant and I told you I won't go farther. How can I feel right with a boy or a girl when the money's so tight? I wanna fight the world. I wish I could make it all go away. Then I fucked up, so they sent me upstate. But girl, for you, I hope the guy you know about go harder. You in peak bloom, I'm the sickest in the rose garden. My lifestyle changed fast, I'ma write you back. Whatever the result, know that I'ma be the dad. Everything I wrote is from the heart with a cast on it. Rocket ship love, girl, I love you to the moon and back. I know what we had, we lost, I'ma find it back. I provide on it, matter of fact, like a lighter pack. I'm doing time, recollection on the past. Memories I had when I had you like that. Love y'all the best I ever had. Love y'all the best I ever had. Well, okay, it's like that.
Hey Jader, with all the sparks and debris, what you should do is just tuck your beard and your chin inside your hoodie and just tighten it.
Yeah, probably.
You look like Kenny from South Park.